Hey guys, so time for more vlogging videos. Yeah! I don't know what it is, like I'm always so excited for Halloween and October gets here and I'm like, yes! But then it goes by so fast and I just wanted to kind of slow down so I can enjoy it longer and more. So today we're going to be doing vlogging crafts. Yay, crafts. So the first one is super simple and easy, and let's go ahead and get started with the first one. So you're gonna need a milk jug. As you can see, it's not a solid white, it's kind of an opaque color, which is important because you are going to have a light in there and you want it to shine through. Some kind of permanent marker, one of those fake tea lights, and we're going to go ahead and test this one now because I just bought them. Yep. I don't know if you can see. And you'll need something to cut with, scissors or a box cutter or something. But be careful. If you're younger, make sure you get your parents' help with this part. This candle is not turning off. What is the deal here? Why? There you go. Okay, stay off. It's already turned itself on twice. I don't know what's happening with that. So I'm doing this pretty low. I don't really want the hole to show from the front. I just want a small hole to be able to get my candle in there. It doesn't really need to be in a particular shape. Oh, and make sure that you remove the label from your milk jug and also wash it, because the hole is gonna let the smell out if you leave any milk in here, and it's gonna smell really bad. So let's test and see if our candle fit. Yes, it's gonna go right in there. So we got a good fit. So we'll take that back out for now. And the next thing we wanna do is draw our face, and I'm gonna go kind of with a ghostish face. So I'm gonna draw two roundish eyes. Scared, you can do more of a jack-o'-lantern face. If you like jack-o'-lanterns better. And then I'm going to take my bigger marker and I'm just going to fill in these circles. Our little ghost man. Woo! Now, once you have your face all done, you're just gonna turn on your light, and then you stick it in that hole that we made earlier. So for our second craft, we are going to be making the blood candle. And again, this is super easy. So it just looks like drips of blood, like the candle is bleeding. Super fun Halloween. So what you'll need is a white candle. I really wanted to try this with black and orange, but couldn't find any black candles that weren't scented. Orange candles either, and I didn't know how the two smells would come together. You will need a red candle, and I recommend getting the long ones so that you aren't trying to hold the short ones and burn your fingers. You will need a lighter or matches to light your red candle, and you will need a spoon. So the first thing we're gonna do is dig out the top of the candle. And remember, the farther you dig, the more you have to fill it up with the red. So the bigger the hole that you dig in the white candle, the longer this project will take. So I'm just gonna take my spoon and start trying to break the wax on top. And you might want to have a garbage can nearby. So you can just go ahead and put the shavings in the garbage, or you can save them later if you want to make crafts with them. You can see there's some of the white wax missing. There we go. So we're gonna fill that back in with the red. And I've got a few pieces of red here left over that didn't quite melt all the way, or it melted onto the parchment paper instead of onto the candle. I'm just gonna put those on top, and then I'm gonna light my red candle. So be careful, again, get your parents' permission. This includes fire. And then we wait for the red candle to heat up, and we start dropping the red wax into the hole that we made. Once you have the hole filled in at the top, you just want to take the wax and start dripping it around the top edge and let the drops go over the side. This doesn't have to be perfect. On a piece of parchment paper so that I don't get the wax on the carpet or the table or anything like that, and it's going to come right off the parchment paper. It's not going to stick. So as you can see, we can just pick this right up. No issues with it sticking to anything. Of course, later you can stick it in a candle holder or on a small candle tray or something like that. Isn't that cool? So now we've got a pair, and we can put them in the window or on a bookshelf or something like that, and these make really great decorations. And then because we have done the red in the middle, we can light these later and more red will drip down the candles, making it look more like wood. For our next Halloween craft, we are doing a fake candle because sometimes if you live in a certain apartment, or if you are in a college dorm, you're not allowed to burn candles. So this next project will let you have a candle without having a candle. For this project, you are going to need your hot glue gun, your choice of paint, brushes, a paper towel roll that has been emptied of all paper towels. You will need a pair of scissors. Oh yes, and you will also need tape. And again, one of these little battery operated tea light candles. And we know that one works because they wouldn't turn off earlier. Candy corn. Not for the project, just for you. Treat yourself. It's Halloween. So the first thing we want to do, and be careful with scissors. Again, get your parents' help if you are younger doing this. And we're going to take our paper towel roll, and we're just going to kind of make the top uneven as if the candle has already been burning. So I've kind of got a little divot on each side as if the candle has been burning down into the center. So after we have our divots done, we're gonna take our glue gun and we're gonna start making drips as if drips of wax. And we can split some of these at the bottom if you like. I mean, this is your project, so you do what you think would look best. If you only want a candle that's burned once, you can just do this layer. So it depends on how many times you want your candle to have been burned. I'm gonna go with 3 or 4. So let's just continue with this until we like the look of it. Mine off camera, and you can see there's just loads of hot glue on here, and it feels really funny and rubbery. You want to make sure to get all of the little hot glue strings off so that when we paint it, those won't be in your way and it will look more natural. So you see I've got some really long ones. String. Short ones, and this is going to look much better once we paint it. Now my tea light is smaller, so what I need to do next is make a little kind of shelf in here. If your tea light fits without falling to the bottom, then you probably can skip this step. So I'm just going to use some tape, and all I have is packing tape from when we first moved here. Well, that's a lovely noise, isn't it? So I'm just going to take a piece of tape. This is probably too long, but I'm going to cut the end off where I had it folded over. And I'm going to fold this in half. Doesn't have to be perfect. Cut off a little bit more here. We're just going to cut a little bit on each end. So this part will go across, and then I'll tape to either side with the sticky pieces. And hopefully that will keep our candle in place. So let's try that out. I'm gonna just stick it down in there. Yes. See, so now our candle will stay up near the top and it won't fall to the bottom. And packing tape is good because it's wide, so I don't have to worry about the candle falling through one side or the other. If you have regular tape, you might just want to put a couple pieces together to make it a little bit wider to do this. Next, we are going to need our paint brushes and your paint color of choice. I am using pumpkin orange and metallic gold because I want mine to have a little bit of shimmer to it, so I'm just going to mix these up real quick. I've got a little piece of plastic here to mix these on so I don't get anything on the table. I'm not a fan of gold, but I want a little bit of sparkle and glitter to this orange. So once you have your paint ready in the color that you want, you may not need to mix yours. If you don't, that's fine. You're just going to start painting over all of that glue. And you want to make sure that you also get down into all the little cracks and crevices that the glue has made. Don't want to forget is you want to go down a little bit on the inside with your paint, just so that cardboard color is not going to show through. I hope you guys can see that. But I promise it's coming out orange. So I'm going to finish this off camera, and then I will meet back up with you when I'm done with this part. I ended up doing about 2 coats on mine, and it's mostly dry. So I'm gonna show you what it came out looking like. So the last step is just to drop in your little tea light. So let's turn that on. Drop it in the top here. Turn off the lamp, and you can see how it glows at the top. How awesome this looks as a candle. Now these also make a really good floating candle. So if you're a fan of Harry Potter and you know the big banquet hall scene where all the floating candles are on the ceiling, you can also do that with this type of candle. Pins and Things has got a really good tutorial on how to make candles and then turn them into the floating candles. So check out her tutorial. I'll try to link it in the description box below. I think that's all the crafts for me for this video. Remember to hit like and subscribe, especially if you want to see the new vlogging videos coming out. And to become a part of my international circle of friends and family. Also, if you like, you can look me up on Facebook, facebook.com/shiveringshimmy. And I'm also on Twitter and Instagram as Shivering Shimmy as well. I'll link all that stuff in the description box below for you guys. And happy crafting!